and the golden voice of Neal Ruhl. Sit back and relax. It's time for your daily dose of Big D energy.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy. Here in the Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, D-Mac, Darren McCarty. We got Spencer Raxter here in the building. We also got Big Mike Gentry. We have all of you in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Jump into there. Get your thoughts out there. And look, you guys know this, and D-Mac, you know this. We never know what we're going to talk about in this open. It can be something that happened last night in the world of sports. It could be something that happened to me at the grocery store last night. It could be something that happens 30 minutes before the show. It could be something that happens directly before the show.
One of these days it'll be something that happened on Oak Island, but I get your point.
But it's 10 years and we're still waiting for that to happen. But anyway,
but we get it.
You guys know we've talked about Big Mike Gentry.
That guy?
That guy who has abandoned the hoodie, by the way, today.
It's game day.
Yeah, that is true.
It is game day.
But hey, all right, so Big Mike Gentry. We've talked about the way you sneeze before, right? And you agree, Big Mike Gentry, you have a very feminine sounding sneeze.
It was one time, but yeah, that time I did.
It was very feminine sounding. We agree, right?
It was a soft sneeze.
Sounded like a bitch.
Fuck you, Spencer.
So you, in other words, you sneeze like a bitch, right?
All right, whatever. Move on.
So
get on with it.
We're here at the Woodward Sports Compound in Birmingham, just south of Maple Road on Woodward Avenue, directly in the heart of America's first paved road. We park next to each other across the street. And so that's where I always park all the time. I did my thing, D-Mac. I slid in, parallel parked like a pro, because I do it every single day. Big Mike Gentry, however, a couple spots behind me, D-Mac, had to parallel park as well. And it looked like a spaghetti noodle getting on a fork.
Oh, my God.
It was embarrassing. I felt bad watching it. I got upset at first.
Oh, were you in the car parked watching him put on this?
Oh, absolutely.
No, he was not.
Absolutely. I saw it. It looked like Spenmo. You know when you get to the end of a bowl of spaghetti and you can't get that noodle on the fork?
Yeah.
That was Big Mike Gentry parallel parking. So here's the conclusion, D-Mac. He sneezes like a bitch, and he parallel parks like a bitch.
Wow.
So I'll explain the whole thing. One, I'm pulling down.
I just explained it.
I'm pulling down by Speedway, and I'm pulling in. I'm about to take the spot, and here comes Neal. Speeding down, zooms right in, takes my spot, so I have to turn around and then finagle into a different spot. And it only took me one turn, or I backed in and then one correction. Don't give me that shit, Neal.
No.
Don't give me that shit.
No, it took you more than one turn.
Don't give me that shit. And I was parked, and there's a huge, big construction truck right behind me. But either way, it took me 2 corrections. Neal's talking shit.
2 corrections. You know how many corrections it took me?
It took me
0.
No,
zero.
One back in, and then one forward.
That they were doing driver's education on the side streets of Birmingham?
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't recognize that it was BMG right away, I would have thought that. The only thing missing was the yellow magnet that says student driver on there.
Beth almost ran me over when I was leaving the parking garage.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's 2 things. There's got to be a third thing. Stick in the ether. There's got to be a third
All
thing.
you got to do is observe Mike Gentry for any period of time, and you'll find that he does something like a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm a great parker, great driver.
I was walking across the street. Somebody gives me the come on, walk across. So I walk across the street. She's in the turn lane. She revs at me when I'm trying to cross the street.
Who was it?
It was Beth. I thought it was somebody else. I was like, motherfucker. And I see it's her. I was like, oh, my God.
Shout out Beth, Lady Jane's.
Shout out Beth.
Keeping you Beth always keeping the boys on the toes.
Beth is the best Jane out there.
There's no question.
Which, by the way, the hair looks impeccable.
Oh, thank you.
See, before and after, see how we worked that in?
Yeah, we did.
Absolutely.
We absolutely did. So I wanted to put that out there.
I was like, motherfucker, and I see it's her. I was like, oh.
I wish we had that on camera. That would have been priceless.
Steve-O,
Keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
Steve-O baby, Neal, do you have a favorite parking spot? I have a favorite row. It doesn't matter the spot. It's just as long as it's in the row over there, it's all good.
I mean, there's you preferential. Prefer one on this side.
Yeah, correct.
Right? Any one of those. But here's the thing. You got to get here around 10 to get that one. You're lucky to get the one where we usually get
Right.
behind one another. I passed on that one today.
Me too.
I went into the garage.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I went in the garage too. I gotta go get mine because I'm not paying
isn't
fucking
it
$10
like
for parking.
small? But where did all the cars come from?
I don't know.
Because every time you go in that garage, there's barely any spots.
Yeah. Oh, I squeezed into one. It was a tight fit.
That garage sucks.
I made it in there. I'm going out there after the show and moving across the street because I'm not paying the $10 to park there all day.
See, there you go. That's the way it's done, man.
Yeah,
I,
Nick,
I
you're
always
right.
park
It
over
sucks.
there. WoodwardSports.com chat thread, some reaction to this. Jay Singles wants to know, does BMG even have testicles?
He's got a kid.
He's got a child. Yeah.
I do have a
Yeah,
child.
he's got a 5-year-old.
So he did at
So
one
that,
point.
yes, I do. It checks out.
Well,
Although Neal, BMG was sharing earlier with Spenny and I that he did. I did tell him that he did share something similar because he did almost have a permanent eye injury from a mini sticks game with his son in the basement, teaching him how to do face-offs. And we've all been there. I was telling the boys the story that between games 2 and 3 of the conference finals in '98 against Dallas, got out of game 2 unscathed, going to practice game 3. I got 5 stitches and a black eye. I took a plastic puck from the 5-year-old neighbor playing net. So I mean, it's like a rite of passage. So he is doing some things right, even though he can't park and sneeze. But keep at it, Michael.
I cracked my
stitches.
brother's head open in mini sticks. Shouldered him,
Oh, hey.
hit him
Everyone
with
understands the risk.
Hit him with a body check right in the wall. Split open. I was like, ooh, fuck.
Clint Malarchuk style.
Yeah,
Huh?
oh yeah. It was a good time.
What'd you have, BMG?
Yeah.
You try to defend yourself?
No, 9 stitches from a stick from right here under to like my nose.
Rite of passage.
I got my brother some stitches. So my brother Cole
Shout out Cole.
He's done a lot of stupid shit to where he deserves stitches. One time I told you about the lawn dart.
Yes.
I was telling you guys about the lawn dart that went through his bicep.
You know, Spenny just looks like the kind of guy that has a lawn dart story.
Yeah. It was weird.
For sure.
We're playing aero roulette with a lawn dart. You know, that's what happens. One time, he's got a split on his eyebrow because he walked up behind my older brother digging in the sandbox, caught a shovel to the face, and then one time we were babysitting my mom's boss's bulldogs, and so they were running around the backyard. And I was a little kid. I left a banana peel on the swing set, and the dog was going for it, and he jumped for it at the same time, and the dog bit him right in the webbing of the finger. He had to get like 10 stitches right here. It's a good time.
Oh man, I bet that hurt too.
Yeah.
I bet
Didn't
that
happen to
hurt.
me. Don't care. Suck it, Cole.
DNC ENT says Mike probably walks on the inside of the sidewalk too. I bet he does. Do you?
What does that even mean? Walk on the inside of the sidewalk.
Do you?
I walk. I don't fucking know. I walk on the sidewalk across the street.
Do you step
on
on the cracks?
Yeah. What? I step wherever the fuck I want. I don't know. I'm just walking across
Come
the
on,
street.
man.
What
Step
does
on
that
the
even
crack, break
mean?
your mother's back.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Paul Thomas sticks up for you though. BMG.
Thanks, Paul.
He says you guys are mean. BMG's a good dude. You know, there's more to life than sneezing and parking well. Well, luckily for you, there is more to life than that, BMG.
Yeah.
If there wasn't, you wouldn't be going very far.
No, you'd be a loser. You'd be a bum. Get him out of here.
Bring them home.
Get him out of here.
Hey,
Burn it down.
can I? And I see it on the sheet because this is something I thought we'd bring up for a segment. Draymond got 5 games.
He did.
5 games. Yep.
5 games for that.
Yep.
See, here's
Guilty by reputation or
This is-
whatever.
you're-
like
you know
that.
what you're struggling
so
with
it was
right
2
now?
games and 3 because it's Draymond.
Yeah.
You know what you're struggling with right now? You got
A lot of
Michigan. You got
things,
Michigan fan syndrome right now. Like you think it's just in a vacuum. It's not. This is all part of the package. You know, this is the Draymond Green experience. When he gets in trouble, it's more because he gets in trouble a
No,
lot.
I get it, but I just that's
It's like with my
Especially when
kids.
like you said, he didn't instigate it.
Right, but he got involved, and once he gets involved with a past record, it's how it's going to go down, man. So we knew it was happening though. Spencer said that he should have gotten a bonus, not suspended,
Oh,
because
yeah.
it was Rudy Gobert.
Yep.
So there was
So
that.
you guys aren't surprised.
No.
You
No.
figured it'd be 5.
Yeah.
I thought he was
Okay.
going to get more.
Oh,
To be
wow.
honest with you,
Okay.
I thought he was going to get like 7 or 8, but he didn't. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Brad Hendricks, WWE is going to invite Draymond to Survivor Series for next weekend.
Dude, he would thrive in WWE.
He would, actually. He would. Jerry Alexander, he's a repeat offender.
Yeah. Spartan dog.
Pete Smith, Spenny looks like the kid in the neighborhood who other kids warn the new kid about.
So he's the Sheed, right?
Yeah.
So he's the Sheed, just guilty no matter what he does?
Mm-hmm.
Like okay.
No, that is the way that it goes. No, got a big time show lined up for you guys. D-Mac and I are out tomorrow. When do you get back, D-Mac?
Tuesday.
You're back in Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'll be out till next Friday. I'll be out till Black Friday. We come home from the tournament on Wednesday. Obviously Thursday we have Thanksgiving. Then Friday I'll be back, and then I'll be out again on Monday because we play at Xavier. Schedule's a monster, man. But so that is that. So in honor of that, the Morning Woodward Show, they push the easy button and do top 10 lists. Takes like 40 minutes to do the top 10 fullbacks in the NFL. And Flannel gives his list, and they do it. I
have our lists.
We absolutely do. We're going to get to that. Our list are not top 10s, they're top 5s. And we're going to do top 5 Thanksgiving food items. And everyone has their list, and you'll be put on the stand, and you'll have to defend it. And everyone will get the people's thoughts on it and everything like that as well. There's a good diversity. There's some stuff that's on brand. There's a couple of change-ups. I'm excited for it, D-Mac. And for the Just Do Sports crowd, no. Subscribe to the podcast and fast forward and rewind.
Yes, finally. These are my favorite parts.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that, everybody. So that's coming up in the second hour. We got the picks as well.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Ryan Poulter. In the Feldman Chevrolet Pigskin Pick'em Cup, the guy goes 2-1 and he loses ground.
Oh man,
it's tough.
It's tough in these streets, man. It's tough in these streets. It is cutthroat. There is no more about that. David Witt wants to know. I think we all want to know. What did Danny Raxter have to say when your bro's sitting there bleeding from the head?
Yeah, it's just
part
another
of it.
day. Yeah, when you got four sons, like shit goes down. Shit
That
goes
is true.
down. Just another day.
Jake Wegener says lawn darts is goated.
Yeah.
I do.
He had one about an inch and a half deep into his bicep. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
He tried to hit it with a tennis racket and missed.
How old were you guys?
I was probably like 8, so he would be like 12.
Sam Flannel's in the meeting room over there.
I love it.
Flannel's lurking for sure.
Yeah, look, he's going to be walking behind. Put the camera on, Spenny. He's going to be walking behind you. Walk through the door. Come on.
What did he do?
No, here he comes. All right, quit talking about him. Quit talking about him. You see his arm right there on the camera. Spenny, I think... Wait a minute. What's he doing in the back?
Oh God!
Flannel, is that you?
Look at, now how uncomfortable, right? Seriously, we almost did witness something.
No,
you stopped it. You just stopped it. You put the camera on.
That happens on Tuesday. Everybody be aware. Parker's last day is Tuesday, so make sure he doesn't have a backpack when he walks in. That's all I'm saying.
There's nowhere to go from this, but I just got back from... Wait a minute. What's he doing again? What is he doing? What's he doing? Keep an eye on that man. Somebody
always keep an eye on that man.
Hey, I just came from Lady Jane's.
You did. Well, guys, look at and I saw the comments in the WoodwardSports.com comment thread about you looking very Sunday churchish. That hair is looking good. He's going on the road.
Can't be half-stepping going to the Cayman Islands.
Can't be half-stepping anybody else. I'll be in the chair after the show, but you guys come to Lady Jane's Haircuts for an award-winning haircut experience. Register to win trip of your dreams, all expenses paid, suite to the 2024 NCAA basketball tournament. That's right, no expense spared for you and 5 year best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for men, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
How about Fairway?
Fairway Packing Company, everybody. You know what it is. If you've gone out to eat in this town and gotten a steak, chances are good it came from Fairway Packing Company. All the hotels, all the fine restaurants, all of it. pretty much comes from Fairway Packing Company. The prime beef, the dry aged beef, you eating those Wagyu steaks that are out there, Fairway Packing Company. Here's the deal, guys. Go to the grab and go steak shop in Grosse Pointe. Go to fairwaypacking.com, check it out, see what you want to do. Had the best ribeyes in my life. The best steak I've ever ate that I cooked came from Fairway Packing Company. Brought it home, seasoned it up, dropped it on the grill. Incredible. Do the right thing. If you fancy yourself somebody who likes to barbecue or you like steak, fairwaypacking.com. Do it. It'll change your life.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Buying or selling real estate, flexibility and control over the sales process is key. Sellers, how would you like the freedom of canceling your listing agreement at any time for any reason with no penalty? That is exactly what Mark White & Associates offers. It's called the Minute-by-Minute Listing Agreement by Mark White & Associates. Looking to buy or sell real estate, visit markwhitesells.com or call 248-290-8242. markwhitesells.com, where flexibility meets success.
All right, we're off. We are running here on a Thursday. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, and D-Mac, and Soft Mike Gentry, and Spencer Raxter as well. Not in all facets of life, just in sneezing and parking, and getting hit in the eye with a stick. He's a bleeder.
I'll give you the sneeze, but parking job wasn't bad.
Yes, it was.
Way worse.
No, yes, it was. Red Wings in action today, a little afternoon hockey. They're playing in the Avicii Arena over in Stockholm. Is that like they named it after like Avicii?
I
believe so.
Who's Avicii?
Ask Easy. He's down into all that Swedish stuff.
Yeah, Easy is the Swedish lead scout.
He is. So maybe I'll ask him. I don't know. All right, Lions-Bears this weekend. We do got to take a look at it. I saw Dan Campbell was gaslighting Justin Fields, just gassing him up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about the Bears, all the talking points that coaches do. I get it. I understand it. And sure, spread 7.5. It kind of pinballs back and forth between 7.5 and 8. It was 8 yesterday. It's 7.5 today when you got your selection, and it was 7.5.
Thank you.
It pinballs back and forth. And look, I don't need them to be works of art. Especially when you have 3 games in 11 days, the art form goes out the window. The win in L.A. was the work of art. Survive and advance, D-Mac. I am back on that. Much like the Raiders game, I don't care how it happens, just that it happens. I don't have a lot of detailed X's and O's for you. The Lions are the better football team. The Lions have everything on the line. This is a game the Lions have to win, period, end of story.
My question is, what's number one when you're sitting here right now getting ready to break down how this game should go or whatever, what's your number one either concern or focus? For me, it's one thing. What does Aaron Glenn do? Obviously coming off of a game that his defense got exposed a bit later in the game, but did enough to win, right? And also in the same thing, we haven't seen him game plan to contain a mobile quarterback. That's the number one thing. We did a great job the other night, or especially you mentioned it all through the week, about eliminating the run game for the Chargers, which actually helped you at the end of the game because of the possession battle. So are you able to do that against Justin Fields? Remember what he did last time in your building. Remember?
He shook loose a little bit, yeah.
shook loose for like what, 600 yards in the first half, set a record. So I mean, so that's number one. Now, I have confidence, right? I have confidence because Aaron Glenn's shown that he's bounced back. We got a lot of tape. Justin Fields, he will be healthy, right? As healthy as he's been, but he will be a little rusty as far as game. This is where the building comes into play, but the number one focal point is let me see what Aaron Glenn does, and does it look like we have a plan to contain Justin Fields? Justin Fields beats us with his arm. We got a lot of other things to worry about. But Aaron Glenn's my number one focal point.
No, and no doubt. And when you start breaking down the numbers of what the Bears do, their passing game is a little more effective than probably we give them credit for, because I always go by the number, like yards per pass attempt. And they're pretty much equal on offense to what they allow on defense. It's just that they don't throw the ball as much.
Right.
They run the ball a lot more, obviously. Now, they can get some things done in the rushing game. They're averaging over 4.5 yards per attempt. Very stingy rush defense, as we've kind of come to know with Chicago. For as much maligned as their defense is, because, Spenny, what do we always talk about with them? They pumped all this cheddar into the defense. They went and made your guy that you wanted unobtainable to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
In Trayman Edmonds, and
Montez Sweat a big deal.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, they were out there
and here's
flushing
the thing
money.
too. Can I just caveat off of that? Isn't this one of those games for David Montgomery against his old team?
Yes.
Right? Like there's that something too. So I want that juice. There's a little, little underlying something going on, but he's got to be happy that he's healthy to go against that. He knows what he's up against, right? He ran against it. They know what they're up against, so
Yeah.
I like that matchup. I like the juice. There's something in, as a professional, right? When you play on another team and you go to another team and you play your other team, there's called the blackboard, right? And I don't know if they do in football or whatever, but if I play, so say for example, I'm in Calgary, I went to Calgary and we played Detroit. I'd throw 500 on the board for the game winner for the team party or whatever like this. Guys that played around would have money on the board either for the game winner or whatever else.
Non-physical bounties.
Non-physical bounties, right?
Yeah.
Where it means a little something like that. So there's extra juice, and that goes along too with culture. Because if I'm Amon-Ra St. Brown or Sam Laporta or Jared Goff especially, because he's got a finger on the pulse of this team as the leader, that's, hey, let's do this for DeMont coming back, against these guys. There is the juice there too. So I like that. Everybody gives it a little bit extra focus. You, on the other hand, nailed it though, Neal. 3 games, 11 days, just give me the results.
Survive.
Just give me the results. I don't care. It doesn't have to be pretty because good teams don't win pretty.
Yeah, but
what's Kansas City doing right now?
It's too hard. Like this league is too hard.
So just get the W's and then go back to work and know that you're going to work on and clean up the messes that you've made.
Yeah, like this isn't college, man. You don't control the schedule. You don't have like a conference with a bunch of less than teams. Like you play somebody good. That, as I like to say, D-Mac, they all drive Mercedes.
Did anybody look at it that what a blessing in disguise to just finish out of the playoffs last year? Because now technically you take care of these games you're supposed to take care of. You got the popcorn.
Right.
Because why? Because the San Francisco's and the Phillies, they're in the heat of the schedule.
And they're playing each other now.
And that's what I'm saying. There's some heat. So when you hear the national pundits, not just the local pundits, saying you have a legitimate shot for a 1 or 2 seed, right? And the legitimacy, a relevancy, you control your destiny to have Jared Goff at home, right? In the dome, then you don't have to worry about anything else. It takes a lot of questions out of the play. I mean, you just got to take care of business. And that's what good teams do.
And again, it doesn't have to be pretty. I'm going full Raiders mode on this one. I don't care how it happens. Like, I know people got all bent out of shape in the Raiders game because they kicked so many field goals. I didn't care. Like, they were never a threat to lose that game. That's all I cared about.
That's reality, too, because if Justin Fields runs for 150 and we win, I don't care.
Exactly.
Right? It's going to bring up questions we're going to talk about through the week and why couldn't we get it done and this and that. But you know what? Bottom line is a W.
No, 100%. And for the Lions too, after they play the Bears, if they win the Bears game, and they win the Packers game on Thursday, they get to go home, eat Thanksgiving dinner, and then on Monday night, then on Sunday afternoon, watch the Eagles play the Buffalo Bills after having just played at Kansas City on Monday night. Do we realize this? I don't know that we do. That in the span of where we at? We're at Friday right now. In the span of 9 days, 9 days from now, the Lions could be the number 1 seed in the NFC. This shit's real.
Yep.
And there's a path. And the Eagles are playing at Kansas City. They're an underdog. I know Buffalo sucks, but, whatever. Humor me.
In honor of our fearless Sam Flannel, with new information, I'm allowed to change my opinion. And in 9 days, the opinion might change. But everything's right in front of you. Just like what Jelly Roll say, Spenny, windshield is a lot bigger than the rear view for a reason.
Yeah.
No, but it is, though. That kind of set in with me yesterday when I was taking a look at the schedules, when I was getting the picks ready for the Feldman Chevrolet Pigskin Pick'em Cup, where I am a runaway freight train in that. But I was sitting there thinking about it, and then it made me look ahead. And Nick Hedigan, we forget how many times we said KC didn't look like KC last year, and they still won the Super Bowl. Yeah, with a bunch of rookies in the defensive backfield. It doesn't. All you can do is get yourself there. Put yourself in the position. I always laughed at the people that talked ish about Dave Dombrowski. They didn't win the World Series. All he can do is get the team there.
Yeah.
Then the team's got to go win.
Yep.
With you guys, Ken Holland, he put the team together. You guys had to go do that. He put you guys all on the spot. Well, the financial system put you guys all on the spot. Then you guys went and executed. Bottom line,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
That's the whole thing. When people ask me about the cups and stuff, like the 2002, when you have the Hall of Fame guys and you're supposed to do it and you've been together, there's one thing to accomplish.
Was that one the
Not
most?
Many people, you're supposed to do it and you put together can accomplish something, right? To get done what is task at hand. That out of all of them is the low key flex of all flexes because you did it.
Yeah. Was that one more? Was that one the most relief one?
That was more slap people in the face. That was more shove it up everybody out. In a different way. They're all sort of to prove it. Right? But that one was just and because we didn't do it easy. And that goes to prove it no matter how great. And I think there's 11 Hall of Famers on that team in the 02 Cup team or whatever.
Jesus
but the
Christ.
fact is that look at how we did it. The hard way. Lose the first 2 at home to Vancouver, have to come back. Had to, grind it out all throughout. Lost the first game at home in the finals. It's just the way perseverance. So at the end of the day, they don't ask how, they ask how many.
How about this point from Hoof Hearted? And this hit me like a ton of bricks, too. Just like that, when I thought about how in 9 days the Detroit Lions could be the 1 seed in the NFC post-Thanksgiving, that hit me like a ton of bricks. So does this one. I'm so glad to be watching the top of the standings this year instead of the bottom. I haven't looked at any mock drafts. Mm-hmm. I haven't thought about draft positioning once. And if anything, I've thought about it the other way. You know what? I take that back. I did look at mock drafts, but I didn't look at them to see who was being picked.
Yeah.
I looked at them to see where they had the Lions picking. And a lot of them, they have them
20,
30.
30, yeah.
ESPN had them picking 30. NFC Championship
And that's
game.
the reverse flex. Looking at the top of the schedule, right? We want to see lower, right? And again, more and more, Neal, what are they going to be saying in 9 days if we take care of the task at hand?
I know, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
But again, if we're going to be like this, then we need to be like that. And understand, do you think that the Kansas City Chiefs, their fans or their organization, give a shit if they win ugly?
No.
They don't lose it. Do you think that they're filling up the Woodward Sports version of Kansas City or whatever, saying, "Oh, we should fire the defensive coordinator"?
No.
Not for a second.
Kansas City's laughing right now.
They
haven't offensively got it going their way, and it's their defense that's carrying them, and they're 7-2, and Patrick Mahomes is just, listening to his interview, he's laughing, right? That's what you're building towards, leaning on everybody at different times and being able to win it different ways. Look at how we won the games in the last couple weeks. ground and pound, and then hold it to the end. Right? We've had a couple get it to the 2 minute, run the clock at the first down, and then, victory formation. We've done it all different ways, and we've learned from our mistakes. So I'm sure that we're going to tighten it up. I'm most interested. That's it. Is what is Justin Fields? His legs. I'm not worried about his arm. I just want to see, do we have an answer for his legs?
I have an answer if you're looking for a pub where everybody feels like a regular. Hamlin Pub. That's right, there's over 7 of them in the Metro Detroit area. It's a Thursday, by the way, half off pizza Thursdays. There's actually a good Thursday night football game tonight, which is absurd to say, but there is.
It's a really good game.
Yeah, they got the game day specials going on. The wings, the half off pizza, all of it. Drinks, everything. There's 7 locations. Go to the one that's closest to you. I go to Hamlin Pub very often. I enjoy Hamlin Pub a lot. Perfect game day atmosphere. TVs everywhere you look. It's going on, guys. It is. It's a great atmosphere to sit there and watch sports. Go to HamlinPubs.com. Find out which one is closest to you. It's Hamlin Pub, where everyone's a regular.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
Join now at any Metro Detroit location. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Neal Ruhl here for Feldman Automotive Group. 18 locations, everybody, so you know there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest you. Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. You guys know, we've had Jay Feldman on here before. You guys know the people that are out there with Feldman Automotive Group.
Jay Feldman's the man.
He is. A lot of fun, man. Ryan Poulter from Feldman Chevrolet, he'll be joining us.
Also the man.
Not good at making football picks.
No, but good at selling cars.
But good at selling cars.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here? So, again, Feldman Automotive, 18 locations. There's one close to you. Make sure you catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet in Novi every other Monday. We'll be back at it up there this next Monday, as a matter of fact. All right, keeping it pushing here. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl and Darren McCarty, Soft Mike Gentry, and, of course, Spencer Raxter as well. And he didn't even flinch. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something you're not soft at, BMG.
What's that?
Your beard game, man. Your beard game is strong.
Hey, I asked
I've had a beard
BMG,
since I was like
and he
16
was
years
telling
old.
me his son when he took him to the game. I said, "Who's he like? Any players?" He says he likes Larkin because he says you look like him, Dad. He does have the Larkin scruff going.
Yeah.
Little BMG.
Your beard game is strong. Does that make you feel
But
better?
I bet you Larkin can parallel park.
I wish I could grow a beard.
Me too. I can't.
Like, I don't get anything on my cheeks.
I get like it looks like someone hit a 9-iron off the inside of right under the side of my
Mine goes
jaw.
like this.
You gotta
fuzz.
let it grow out for like 2 weeks if you normally can't grow a beard, and then every time you get out of the shower, put beard oil on it, and
Yeah, I'm not going through all that. I'll just I'm sorry.
Okay.
If you want a beard, you gotta go through it.
I don't
Where
want
you
it
get
that
the beard
bad.
oil?
Like literally anywhere it has them. It's just kind of pick and choose your brand.
Okay.
We're talking Detroit Lions and the Bears, and I'm not expecting a work of art, and I don't care because it's 4 games in 11 days, or 3 games in 11 days. And the moral of the story, you got the hard one, quote unquote hard one, out of the way. And just to give you some reference, the Lions are a 7.5-point favorite over the Bears. They're a 7.5-point favorite over the Packers. Like, because the line's out already because of games, in 6 days from now.
Right.
So that just goes to show you. You're a 7.5-point favorite at home, win the football game. Period, end of story. I don't care if it's a field goal as time expires. I don't care how it happens. I don't care who plays poorly, who plays well. I'm not into that anymore. Because in 9 days, the Lions have a path. It's a realistic path. It's not like 2 games tying or something like that. Like, it's a realistic path to be the number 1 seed in the NFC. And I'm trying to wrap my head around that. So if we're going to be a big boy team, then I think we need to be big boy fans and operate the way that they do. Kansas City Chiefs aren't sitting there critiquing every single game that they win. They don't care. D-Mac, when you guys played the Phoenix Coyotes and you won 2-1 in overtime, did you sit there and critique it, or did you just get in the plane and go to L.A.?
No, you got in the plane. You sort of went to L.A. I like what I'm Salty says here. We have to remember we have one of the youngest teams in the NFL. He says we don't have to be consistent. We just have to win. I'm going to caveat to that point. Being the youngest, you're still learning, right? That's why adding a guy like a Bruce Irvin, adding a Donovan Peoples-Jones, a lot of it goes into what goes into the weeks before in preparation and how you can, help some of the younger guys in this league, not just by what you can do on the field. So it all... To me, Neal, it goes into it, and the bottom line, whatever it takes. Because if you are a good team, if you deserve to be number 1 and you deserve to be talked at drafting 30th, and you deserve to look in the standings and see at the top, then prove it. Go out and show it, because isn't that what the rest of the good teams do? And they don't win it. They don't ask for style points. They don't ask how. They ask how many. Pile up those wins.
How about this from Pistons Fan 11? Let me give you guys a scenario here, and I want your reaction to this. Pick number 32 in Detroit for the draft.
Could you imagine because you won the Super Bowl?
What about Jared Goff as Super Bowl MVP? Rolling out there to pick number 32, Spencer, and you sitting in the crowd with a 16 tattoo?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And Dan Campbell's face on your inner thigh?
That'd be one of the happiest moments of my life.
With a Jared Goff jersey on?
No, maybe.
He's already got the tattoo.
Yeah, I already got the tattoo. I'd be wearing my Penne jersey.
Deeper than jersey.
Yeah.
He lives it.
And I felt like he glossed over one of those parts of it. With a Dan Campbell tattoo on your inner thigh?
Not inner thigh. It might not even be thigh. I don't know if it's going to be thigh now.
Well, no.
I have a plan for my other thigh for a tattoo, so...
Then you'll just have to push it up higher then.
It's probably it'll probably go calf.
That's not the agreement.
Well, agreements change.
You know what? We'll cross that path when we get there. Yeah. But you know what? Not a bad, because it'll be seen.
Like I said, I have a very good plan about my next tattoo. It goes in lockstep with my other thigh tattoo on this thigh.
Which is, what's that dude's name again?
Sanji. And then I'm going to get Zorro on this thigh, which he's got a similar thing to like the one that I have with Sanji. It's similar, almost the exact same kind of thing. And Sanji's the left wing of the Pirate King. Zorro's the right wing of the Pirate King. So I have Sanji on my left leg, Zorro on my right leg.
How about that, but Jared Goff and Dan Campbell?
No.
On the Cavs. He can do the listen, we got to compromise.
Yeah.
So he said he's going Campbell calf. He could go Goff other calf.
No, Detroit Dabber 313. You don't just change a bet. That's soft.
That's what happens.
Wow.
Didn't we say...
This has got Jeff Iafredi vibes.
What did we say earlier? Or maybe I said it. I'll take credit for saying a little soft around this place. And I said not from 10:15 to 1:15.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe it is.
Like I said, man, I have a very good idea of what I want to do with my tattoos on my thighs. That's more important.
William Rhodes said, I think we see Teddy Bridgewater on the field in the fourth quarter versus the Bears. Again, William, I don't... Perfect. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. But at the same time, I'm not caught up in that. That doesn't dictate success or failure. WL. Pass, fail. That's all they are. The rest of these games, man, they're exams. And I don't care how they pass them. I don't care.
No, that's bottom line.
So if you're looking for me to come in here and blow up Aaron Glenn because they give up 28 points to the Bears in a 31-28 win at the gun, not doing it. So... prepare accordingly.
Right, because you put yourself and set yourself up to in 9 days to arguably be talked about or be the number 1 seed in this division.
Let's go Red Wings Sparty. Spenny has to do the draft pick shirtless with his grit tattoo and Tupac script. We did do that. We did agree on that one too, right?
Yeah.
That's right above the stomach?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You know what's going to be funny? In 9 days, take Spenny's temperature because you know what I mean?
I'll gladly do it.
The reality.
I'll gladly do it.
Reality setting in.
No, I know. I can't. Man, I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it, man. Donovan DeLong says 75-yard tutty to TK85.
Hell yeah.
We're not dead yet, right?
We're not dead yet.
We're not dead on the Tom Kennedy.
I don't know where he is, but we're not dead yet.
Isn't he in the practice squad?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, yeah. No, I feel like we would have celebrated that.
I thought, didn't we? BMG, can you do some deep dive?
Yeah,
or is
I'll
Tom
find out
Kennedy in
where
the ether?
Kennedy's at.
Yes. Chris Wynn. Lions not winning the Super Bowl. They're not winning the NFC. Niners or Eagles, but they will knock off Seattle for their first playoff win since 1991. 100. Chris, let me tell you this, man. If they get the home field, which I just laid out the path, they could be the 1 seed 9 days from now. And it's not on some bullshit like Tampa has to tie New Orleans and there has to be 2 other ties in a week. It's not that. They can go take it. Like, think about that, man. It's not. Wait, it's out of the realm of possibility for the Eagles to lose on Monday night in Kansas City. They're an underdog in the game. I mean, yes, it's more out of the realm for Buffalo to beat anybody with that turnover factory, Josh Allen, with the modern-day Dante Culpepper that is Josh Allen. Yes, I said that.
I just ordered some beard oil.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Let's go.
You gonna give it a spin?
Yeah. I had a $50 Amazon gift card. I needed toothpaste. I can only get my toothpaste on Amazon because it's not in a lot of stores.
What do you got? We use like the charcoal?
No, I can't do mint anything. Like I classically conditioned myself when I was a kid to not like mint. So now anytime I do mint, I'll throw up.
That's like me with Jim Beam.
I ate a bunch of mint in my bed. Like we had a mint plant in my backyard.
I drank a bunch of Jim Beam.
Yeah, and so I threw up. So I can't.
And
do
I
mint.
threw up.
And so
I can't have it.
I use Kids Colgate watermelon.
Dude, I was about to say, my son literally
that's a good
does
flavor, though.
Yeah.
I've actually had that. It's been around the house.
That's what I use because I can't do mint anything or it makes me sick.
Yeah, and I take that back. It wasn't Jim Beam. It was Southern Comfort.
Ooh, yeah, that's fair.
We all took a turn with Southern Comfort in our lives.
Mike G said, Spencer, shave again. No, that's never going to happen again. That was a mistake.
No,
it was literally a mistake.
Times.
Like, I fucked up and then just decided to just let it go.
All right, Lions, do they have an offensive lineman? I don't want to call it an issue, but Spenny has a question about it because it sounds like Vitai's season is over. So we will discuss that. We got our top 5 list, top 5 Thanksgiving foods. Thanksgiving is 7 days away. This is the last time we'll all be together before the Thanksgiving holiday. So we're doing it, and everybody's going to give their list. And I guarantee you that goes at least 2 segments. Guaranteed.
I hope so.
I forgot something on my list. That I'm
better.
You sent it in, so
It doesn't surprise me.
Spenny's big on changing things.
So wouldn't that make sense? Change his tattoo bag. I forgot something.
It's not a food. It's kind of like a situation. I don't know. It wouldn't be on my list.
We'll let you bring it up when you bring it up.
Yeah, when you got the floor, you got the floor.
Yeah, I got to sneak it in.
Because I had like an honorable mention.
Yes.
That I'll put on there. Yeah, you give an honorable mention. That's fine. But
and I technically, and you saw my wording on it, my number 2, where I sort of technically combined 2, but I mean, you're not going to pry those away from me because they are combined. So we all have our caveats.
No doubt. We do. All right, tell them about Premier Pet Supply.
Premier Pet Supply. When it comes to your pet, don't settle. Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. 13 Metro Detroit locations, over 60 brands of food, lowest prices, and curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best at www.premierpetsupply.com.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune in to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions Show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Just in time for football, Glorious Cannabis is dropping a new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good, like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. A gassy, aggressive strain named in honor of Detroit football. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, trust me, you're missing out. They're so smooth. Find them at Dispo Dispensary for 25% off. Code word Woodward Glorious or www.gloriouscanna2ns.com.
All right, keeping it pushing, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, D-Mac, Darren McCarty, Spencer Raxter, Big Mike Gentry as well. All of you in the woodwardsports.com chat thread. What are they saying in there, BMG?
All right, I got to find the comment. It just kept moving. All right, here goes. Big M says, what does AG have on Neal? He will not speak negative on AG whatsoever. Somehow AG gets a pass from Neal.
Who said that?
Big M.
Big M?
Yes.
Big M. You want to know what AG has on me? His team is 7-2. He's got one of the best rushing defenses in the National Football League. That's what he has on me. Big M, stop. Everybody stop with this Aaron Glenn stuff. What is wrong? Are you guys okay mentally? Are you all right? Is everything going well at home, Big M? What is the matter with you guys? They're one of the best rush defenses in the National Football League, man. They're 7-2. Stop getting caught up in the beauty of everything. What is going on with these people?
Damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? I mean, you want to point out, okay, that needs to improve. We got to get better there. We have to adjust. Let's watch and see if he does. But at the end of the day, when you're getting wins, what do we want here, people? Do you want it to be done? Oh my God, we shut everybody down. It was pretty, and you're 2-7. We've been there, haven't we? Come on, guys. Let's just enjoy. Let's enjoy this ride. And it's turbulent. And every game, Spenny, every game we sit in here in a live stream, isn't it the moment we've looked? There's been one game, Carolina, where it was a breeze. Yeah. Every other thing we look around and going, nervous? Well, no, but it's more stoked. Be stoked, not scared. That's what it is. That's scared mentality. Get into the stoked mentality until we need to be scared. We've been scared for so many years now. Let's just enjoy it. Yes, we need improvements. It's the same thing as we're going to watch the Wings game at 2 o'clock today, right? We're going to complain because, whatever the goaltending, but do we see improvement? Do we see them getting better? Do we see something? And the record in the NFL dictates that. Nothing but your record in the NFL dictates who you are.
Steve-O baby, Neal, a best rush defense doesn't get blown out by Baltimore. Well, Steve-O baby, hey, the big bad 49ers, right? Oh, the 49ers. They lost by 14 at home to a team that's out of the playoffs right now in the Bengals, dude. Does that happen? The big bad 49ers? It happens in this league, Steve-O baby. They all drive Mercedes, man. It happens. What is the disconnect? Is it me? D-Mac, this is the thing that I do. I have to look around sometimes. I'm capable of that, right? Like I said, I got broad shoulders. I can take it. I can be introspective. Is it me? Am I the problem? Am I?
Not in my book.
BMG, I value your opinion as long as it's not about parallel parking or sneezing. I value your opinion. Is it me? Am I wrong here?
No, I don't think you're wrong here.
Spencer Raxter. You're very strong in your opinions and stuff like that. Shout out Heavyweights 5 to 7, Woodward Sports Network.
Great local show.
Very fine local regional sports show. Is it me?
No, I don't think so. What about Stick?
Stick, you're a very fine host of the Detroit Lions post-game show here on the Woodward Sports Network. You've been kind enough to sit here in studio with us and really weigh in on the hard-hitting topics that we're discussing here in the sports world. You've made a career in this business, okay? You're one of the greats. I look up to you. I have a lot of respect for you. So I have to know, Stick, as far as this goes, is it me? Am I the Taylor Swift? Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Is it me, Stick?
No, it's Anson.
Oh, 1 second. I got his mic muted.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Dude, he's smiling, Neal, because it's never you. It can't. It's not, because let's think in reality. Hey, how about this? Once you ask a San Francisco fan, or no, even better, a Kansas City fan, what matters at the end of the day, and they're going to hold up their championship rings.
Yep.
Right? That's what they're going to hold up. And you say, what's the secret to your success? Well, we play better if we play at home. So it's good.
Let me cut this shit off right here too, Kalamazoo. Neal Ruhl, you're hypocritical. Michigan is undefeated. You just keep trashing, but the Lions are 7-2. You defend them with your life. Because, Kalamazoo, they play in the NFL where you don't have control over your schedule. You don't play 8 home games and 4 road games. That's why the Lions have went into Kansas City and won. They have a track record this year of winning on the road. That's why. And, look, we said it too. Coming into the season, the success was going to be defined. Are they going to win a playoff game? Right? We said that. We have expectations. We're not scared of the expectations. To where right now, as it sits, like, yes, I can be critical of Michigan because they haven't played. They played people in the Big Ten and non-Power 5 schools. We don't know. You think you know, but you have every right to think you know the same way I have every right to think that we don't know. Because I have data of J.J. McCarthy in big games. I have data to that. I have data with the Lions. They're 7-2. They won in Kansas City on opening night. That's the difference. They don't have control over their schedule. That's the difference. It's not even the same. It's nowhere near the same sport. Nowhere near the same thing. If you can't understand that, Kalamazoo, then I can't help you.
And because you play in a league, in the NFL, it's a one-score league.
Yeah. Right?
So you have to be on the right side.
There's no differences in budgets. There's no differences in facilities. There's none of that. They play for money. Everything's the same.
Can I just ask a question? Because am I right to think of it this way, right? If I break it down simply, right? And I'm going to go back to the comments. What about criticizing Aaron Glenn or his defense? And I'm always about the improvement and have you gotten better and has it, come to hurt you, right? The mobile quarterback, right? So right now, am I wrong to think that Lamar Jackson, his first game back, is looking at tape of Justin Fields is looking at Lamar Jackson tape to see what offense he operated, against this Detroit defense or looking back to Geno Smith or whoever else, right? And then Aaron Glenn's looking back at that tape to see what he can do, what different positions he can put his guys in to be more successful. Am I right or am I wrong with that, Neal? Is that as simple as to say it how it works?
It is very simple.
So then if you want to be critical of Aaron Glenn or whatever, it would be more critical. You have to wait and see on his adjustments, right? And so far this year, am I right or am I wrong that after being exposed in certain ways, the Detroit Lions, especially on defense, have adjusted?
Yes,
right? Game to game. So
year to year.
So let's wait and see, because that's the big elephant in the room, right? Number one is getting pressure, right? We always talk about that, right? Number two, it was our secondary, which still after last game there's question marks. But my big question is, can we stop a legitimate mobile quarterback in this league or contain them? Because unless I'm wrong, have we done that yet?
They did with Mahomes.
So that's the right, exactly. They were able to contain him to.
But if I had to bet my mortgage on it, going by the data, I would not.
So you're telling me, and thank you, because this is what I want to get to, is don't get hung up on how it's done. Just the fact that it gets done, that they make more plays and win the game at the end. Is there concern to you about all these different things, but they're not concerns if they win?
Correct.
Right?
That's it. Because it wasn't when you win, it wasn't a problem.
If they lose, then they become big concerns. And
That's
then let's talk
D-Mac.
about it.
There's a finish line.
Okay.
There's a scoreboard. It's not open to interpretation. There's no committee that decides things with agendas and television ratings and everything that goes along with it. It's decided on the field. That's it. That's all. WoodwardSports.com chat thread, Big M. Here's one for you, Spenny. Neal, I know it's tough being a Michigan State follower. Both football and basketball teams are hurting. It's all good. You're a little hurt right now. Opposition sets you off. I assume the Big M means Michigan. Big M, here's the deal with everything.
You're not even a Michigan State fan.
You are irrelevant. Michigan State football is irrelevant right now.
Yeah.
They are on the road to being Indiana.
Are they still playing?
They are.
Oh, I thought they. I thought they would.
This week.
Yeah.
I thought Spenny was talking about they were.
But Big M, guess what? Until you break through and win a national title, you're irrelevant too. You're cute, like you're fun. You know, you have cool T-shirts and everything like that. Until you break through and win one, this isn't 1980 anymore, man. No one cares about winning the Big Ten. You're a punchline in the South. I got 5 dudes I could call right now and get them on the phone that I've worked with, that I'm close to. The SEC mocks you guys. Let that sit. But I know opposition sets you off. You know, I know that. So, you know, but far be it for someone to go by facts that you won a half a national title since they sold war bonds.
War bonds.
And you took trains
the war
again.
bonds over here.
Uncle Sam needs you.
And
We got a BOGO on this Thursday.
I'm Tom Mazaway for war bonds. Uncle Sam needs you. Help defeat the
I bet
Nazis.
you he did sell war bonds. Somebody ask him after the show.
I will.
That might have been one of his first jobs.
I know.
Help defeat the Nazis.
But Big M, I know opposition sets you off, especially when it's based in fact. Right? So, you know, sorry if the opposition sets you off, Big M. I just go by what happens and what is. I don't go by what I think. I go by what I know. So,
And there's something that you truly know.
yeah, 14 Grit says Neal's trolling at the. No, I'm not trolling. 313 Kurt, MSU chokes way more of the big game than Michigan in football and basketball. The whole conference chokes constantly.
Yeah.
Outside of Ohio State when they popped Alabama one time. They're the only ones that have done it. So, you know, yeah. But you're right, D-Mac. There is one thing I never will troll about, and that is
War bonds.
War bonds and Planet Fitness. You guys know what it is. We're live at the Planet Fitness Studios, $1 down, $10 a month. Get you access to your home club. You can be a Black Card member, get access to over 2,400 Planet Fit Night around the world, over 50 alone in the Metro Detroit area. But the bottom line is this: some of you are out there paying $50, $60, $70, $80 a month because a place has a rock wall. Dumb. Not a good investment of your money.
Nobody needs a rock wall.
Nobody needs a rock wall. You need treadmills, you need cardio equipment, you need weights, you need 30-minute circuits. That's what you need. And they have that for back day for Spencer. And he'll get it all done at Planet Fitness. He won't be waiting around for equipment. They're the best gym in the gym game, guys. I've accomplished every goal I've ever had in my life through Planet Fitness. You can do the same. Go to planetfitness.com, join there, or pull in the parking lot. It's Planet Fitness, Darren McCarty.
Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Savor the heart of home at Big Boy with our all-new down-home comfort dishes. Feast on home-style goodness with our Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl, veal parmigiana, and apple pie hotcakes. The down-home delight doesn't stop there. Potato pancakes are back. Dive into the richness of our perfectly crafted potatoes with our classic potato pancakes and our stuffed potato pancakes. Top off your meal with our new gingerbread shake, a seamless blend of creamy vanilla and sweet gingerbread flavors. Nothing beats the comforting taste of down-home cooking. Enjoy every bite, only at Big Boy.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests, for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Let's talk about Outdoor Equipment Co., official equipment provider of Woodward Sports. Michigan grown, family owned, Bad Boy Motors, tractor steel, handhelds, and even weed whippers. Right, Spenny? Liberty trailers, Generac generators, Snow-X plows, and salters. Outdoor Equipment Co. has it all. You can buy it, you can rent it. 0% financing. They'll even deliver it to your doorstep. OutdoorEquipmentCo.com. Tell them Big D Energy we sent you. Easy for me to say.
Easy for you to say. Pulling up on the second hour of the show. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxter. Subscribe to the Big D Energy podcast. iTunes, Spotify, Spreaker, wherever you get your podcast. Jump into there. Spencer Raxter just ordered some beard oil. He's going to jump into the beard game, get it going. Mike Gentry is handing out beard advice if you want to rewind and go back there. WoodwardSports.com chatter and Mike G. Mass bet on Seabiscuit.
He did.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
Bring him home.
Bring him home. He bet 2
That
hay
was
pennies.
a great horse.
2 hay pennies.
It brought in the exacta 2.5. I cashed my 10-cent exacta.
Old Jarhead, the Big Ten is bad, which is why Michigan needs to go independent. You will never leave the Big Ten Conference.
Spenny, I'm seeing a lot of this in the chats thread, about, I'm just tired every other game. We give up 40 points. So how can an NFL team just not give up? Chat pool this. Would you rather win? Right? Or do you care how many points you give up, or would you rather just win? I mean, come on, guys. Are we serious here? How about any legit, real team fans out there? It's at the end of the day. You know what? In my mind, it reminds me of Grant Fuhr, Hall of Fame goalie, backstop, where he's he didn't care what his goals against were. And this is Chris Osgood's mentality too. At the end of the day, I'm going to stop one more than what my guys get. My guys are pretty good. So if it's 7, say Grant Fuhr is a Hall of Fame goalie, everybody thinks he's one of the greatest goalies of all time. His goals against average is probably almost 4 something, right? 8-7. That's the way the game is played. Sometimes that's the way the game is played. Can we just I get it if this is 5 years from now, right? And we've been doing this like a legitimate team, like the Kansas City's for 5 years, and you know what? Maybe it's a little boring.
And we lost 2 Super Bowls, giving up the points in the 40s.
Right? So, but God damn it, guys, we're a fan base that hasn't won a playoff game in 30-some years, and a championship, and God knows I can't even add that high without taking out my socks and shoes. So, can we just enjoy the journey? Let's just get in the board. Neal, you gave it the easy way. Let's watch and win. Next 2 games. That your favorite right now, line 7.5. And in this league, in a 1-score game, that tells you a lot.
Real cream of wheat. War bonds. Get your war bonds here. What about this one for you, BMG? Mark McCormick out of nowhere. Army needs to pass the ball.
True.
Can Army pass the ball?
No, they can't.
They asked the Germans.
Yeah, ask the Germans.
I think they passed it all right.
Ask the Germans. Ask the Japanese.
Yeah.
Ask the British.
Middle East in the 90s.
Yeah, Army does not need to pass.
I think they passed the ball just fine.
That's the Gulf Coast.
Is that game this weekend?
Top 5.
No, December 8th.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's that. War bonds. Get your war bonds here.
War
Oh, by the way,
bonds.
old Jarhead, Michigan's never leaving the Big Ten.
Michigan is the big.
They're a corporation. They're relying on income. You're not getting more income.
Tell them what they just brought in the media deal, along with Rutgers and all the.
Yeah. It's that Rutgers. I will say this: Rutgers is more valuable to the Big Ten than you guys are, though. They are, because they don't value winning. You know how I know? They don't win. They do value money. And Rutgers provides more of it due to the 9 million plus cable subscribers in the New York area that pay for Big Ten Network every month, whether they want to or not. Guess what? Notre Dame's independent. They don't make the same amount of money that Purdue makes. Purdue's share of the Big Ten Network's revenue and Big Ten media deals revenue is larger than what Notre Dame makes being on NBC, being an independent. We've talked about this before. You know why Notre Dame does it? Because Notre Dame loves being Notre Dame, and they'll sacrifice money to do it. You guys will not. Did I make that clear enough? So we can move on from that, right? Everybody understands? D-Mac, you got me?
I got it.
You got me. All right, so there you go. That's how it works, and that's the way it will always work. Detroit Arrow says, in the poll, 7% of you are morons.
War bonds.
Mike G, Michigan can make a deal with NBC, Neal, like Notre Dame. Payday. It won't be the same amount of money. I just explained it, Mike G. They will not make the same amount of money that they do being in the Big Ten. So therefore, they're never leaving. How are they going to have their deals with Coke and stuff like that? Can't do it.
Hell yeah.
Notre Dame values control more than money. Michigan values money more than control. Is that fair? And your coach is going to get suspended again because you ceded that control.
Makes sense.
More bonds.
War bonds. War bonds here. Get your war bonds. All right. The Lions. We kind of teased this. I do want to get to it. And Vitai's out for the season, which sucks, man. And I was obviously concerned when you start talking back injuries to offensive linemen in the NFL. That's never a good mix. And D-Mac, he gave it the try. He got back, was playing well. And I do have to say this, but they're saying it looks like the season's over, and the contract is very escapable next year. Very escapable. And Spencer asked the question, did a great job with it too. Jonah Jackson, Graham Glasgow, both. What should the Lions do with that other offensive line spot? Because they are the number one ranked offensive line in the NFL.
Wait, they got to do something right now?
No, not right. No, we're talking about like going forward.
Okay, well let's just wait till we get there. And obviously you have options. And the one thing is that unfortunately for Vitae, but you got two very capable. Graham Glasgow arguably is, been one of your low-key MVPs, just the way that he's moved around. He's played center, he's played, the guard, the tackle, and stuff like this. So his versatility is right there. But Jonah Jackson, he's one of the young up-and-comers. So, I mean, you preach it every week, Neal, that the strength of our team is that line, those two guys. So maybe you find a way to re-sign them both, right? So that's, again, what that leans me back? So I look and say, wow, I think I'd rather re-sign these guys and have these guys than go make a trade and have to spend $20 million or something on a guy that I'm not ready, that the team's not ready for. We need to and this is the one thing. I believe that the Detroit Lions, Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell knows that their strength is their offensive line. So I think that actually both of them will be taken care of. Unless there's money out there for unless there's money out there that they couldn't get here, like break the butt, right? Which could happen.
And Spenny, I'm curious to actually get your take on it too, because Jonah Jackson's going to cost you some coin.
Yeah.
Getting off that rookie deal.
Probably $10+ million.
Where's Decker though?
Decker's still here.
Isn't Decker is it Jackson wants to slide into Decker's spot?
Yeah, I mean,
and
theoretically.
that's the question that you ask Hank Fraley. They have it all figured out. So you know what? We'll see how it plays out. Or are they going to draft that guy?
You're going to have to draft a tackle pretty soon because Decker's going to retire after this deal.
Well, right, exactly. This is his last deal here anyways, right? He's going to get the Lawan treatment or whatever. I mean, it's just inevitable. So what is their plan?
Right, and again, as we look at the money, what do we always talk about? This will kind of tell you.
And what do we know about this
path.
team? What do we know about Brad Holmes? What's he like to do when it comes to contracts? Re-sign his own guys.
Yeah.
Right? So if there's any writing on the wall there, and these guys have been productive. So again, if it comes down to it, because you got to make the Evan Brown decision with Jonah Jackson.
Right, and that's a great way to put it. You got to make that is a great analogy, D-Mac. That's why I keep you around.
Thank you. I mean, I do pay attention every now. I'm just trying to get to the Thanksgiving top 5. God, if that's all I have to do.
You know what? Then let's do it. It was a great topic, Spenny. I think that the draft will tell you everything, especially. But here's the other thing about being good too, Spenny. Like, you ever notice how good teams, they always take the best guard on the board in the 20s.
Yeah,
they always do that.
And Sorsdale, they got him obviously last year, but he's going to be more of a guard in the NFL than he is a tackle. So I still think they need to get a tackle in the draft next year. That
is true.
Yeah.
And by all accounts, when they pick them, they tend to be pretty good.
Yeah.
So I guess the moral of the story is, Brad Holmes will get the job done. Thanksgiving food items, top 5 list coming up next. D-Mac can hardly stand himself. It's the last time we're all together until after Thanksgiving, so it's now or never, so it's going to be
I'm
now.
going to try to run this segment all the way out. Anyways, football in the brain, college, pro. It doesn't matter what a season is going on. Fall is also the perfect time to shop your home and auto insurance, so why don't you shop it like a pro with Swiss Insurance? They cover Woodward Sports Network, and they should be covering you too. Ask for Market Swiss Insurance today, SwissINS.com, or call 248-800-4177.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
Join now at any Metro Detroit location. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune in to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
What's up, guys? Tired of the same old Detroit sports wearables? Go to woodwardsports.com/shop. Get the Stoke Not Scared shirt. Get 2 of them. In case one's dirty, you got another one that you can break out of the closet. It's hoodie and beanie season. It's going to be cold next week, guys. Really cold. So get your hoodies, act accordingly. Get your beanies, act accordingly. woodwardsports.com/shop. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey. There's even a Woodward Sports golf line. woodwardsports.com/shop. It is time, everybody. That is right. Everybody here at the network seems to do it, so we're going to do it too. We're not going to be as boring about it as they are. No, we're not going to do a top 10 list. We do a top 5 list.
Top five.
Every week. Every week. We debuted it last week. People love lists, so we give you lists. Complete graphical contributions. They're on the screen for you all to enjoy. And this is the last time as a show we're going to be together until after Thanksgiving.
Which, by the way, right? Do I ever get any other lists in faster than the top 5 list?
I didn't have to go hunt you down. I didn't have to bump you a text.
Every week, although yesterday and it was
you were preemptive.
You have to hunt me down every day for the get right picks. But no, I love this. So do you want me to start?
Man, who do you think wants to go first, everybody? All right, so here it is. The background on it is a top 5 list because a top 10 list is too boring. Big Simmy says I'm tuned all the way in, so he's ready to go for this. Each person will rank their top 5 Thanksgiving food items. We will rate and discuss. So D-Mac wants to go first, Spenny. Let's do it. Darren McCarty, you have the floor. Your top 5 Thanksgiving foods.
Well, unbelievable. Obviously, we're going to start
at the 5 and
number
work your way
5,
up.
Cranberry sauce. Why do I start cranberry sauce? And I put the caveat in the note. This is an ode to the late, great Craig McCarty, my stepfather. That was his favorite thing on it, and I love smothering. You got to understand, you got a vision. My plate is I'm a garbage disposal. Everything goes to the same spot, so I'm a mix and masher, right, as you can see. Now, white meat turkey. White meat turkey. I know Spenny's not a turkey fan, but I'm a big fan of the white meat turkey. And actually, the drier, the better. And then Aunt Barb's marshmallow jello with all the fixins. And then you got to understand that there's as we talked about it, everybody has those family members that makes that thing. I'm talking about the jello, and it's got different, I don't even know, condiments inside, and it's got marshmallow over on the top, sort of glazed.
Marshmallow's going to be a theme in this, by the way.
Absolutely delicious. Mashed potatoes with corn, and as I adamantly in capitals put, that is one dish because the corn goes in the mashed potatoes, boom, 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 boom,
That's
boom, and it sort of looks
I've
like
never tried that, and I'm going to run that.
Yeah, you run it.
But you kind of have, because you talked about famous bowls, and that's damn near the
Oh,
same
that is
thing.
true. Yeah, that is true.
But
That's good
I
stuff.
But run it, but that's and then number one, okay?
You're
And
dessert elite.
I'm dessert, but you know what? If there's only one thing that had to be on the table for Thanksgiving ever, it's the pumpkin pie with
staple.
as much whipped cream as humanly possible. Like if you the Cool Whip tub, I will literally like go. I'll tell everybody get their own because I'm taking everything
and
that's
plan
in there.
accordingly.
Plan accordingly, right? So and. Dude, how about the little side note? Shout out to conversation when you were in the chair this morning with Beth. Beth was low-key bragging about how back in the day when they used to have family gatherings, she used to make pumpkin pie from scratch.
From scratch.
And
Went to
then-
the pumpkin patch
Wow.
to get a pumpkin.
Spenny, and then she just like low-key drops it. Oh yeah, and the whipped cream, that's homemade too. And it's like,
And she was dismissive of it.
and just dismissive. So
Like
you
it's
know
just
what?
understood if you make pumpkin pie, of course you're going to hand make the whipped cream
I don't
too.
believe it.
that's
Unbelievable.
precious.
So there it is. There's
believe
my
it.
5. As long as pumpkin pie is number 1. I mean, that is one of my favorite.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread, Dante151. Brad Holmes out an offensive lineman and Michael Schofield practice squad along with Bruce Irvin and Kendall Vinder as well. So is that something or nothing? Dante, when they come to the practice squad,
Death pieces.
Michael Schofield from Prison Break?
When it-
Yeah.
it's something in the building,
yes.
right? And you know, as far as culture,
No. So, that's
until they get into game, into the starting roster, then we can talk about it.
Sappy Johnson. The pies are the best part of Thanksgiving. So there is some response to it. BMG, you had some thoughts.
What?
You look like you had something to say there when D-Mac was giving his list.
Oh, no.
What's your impressions of D-Mac's list?
Put it back up. Sorry.
God damn it.
Producing, you call that producing on the fly. You never do that to your producer, but
Produce on the fly, Spencer.
All right.
I like it. I'm not a fan of cranberry sauce. That's not making my list in any sort of fashion.
And it wouldn't make any list.
Oh, I
and
thought
it's
they
not.
put an honor Craig McCarty down there.
No,
That's
and
cool.
that the asterisk gets you through.
Yeah,
it does.
That's
Thank
what I was
you.
gonna
I
slide
knew
in
I
there.
had, and I knew I had to put it there.
You did have to.
And in our just caveat, because what did I caveat this a couple lines down in our group text, and I said because I've never put the other favorite of Craig McCarty's on there ever on any one of my lists, and that's carrot cake.
Let it be known.
I love carrot.
sent
You
the
like
That's
list.
it. I love turkey.
I do too.
Carrot cake's good stuff.
Good.
I do.
You
I do like
guys
carrot
would
cake,
get
too.
along with Craig fine. I'll take all your turkeys, Spenny.
What are you gonna say, BMG?
Let it be known, I did send Lentz your whole message you sent me. So it wasn't on me that he left the essentials out. The context, really.
Bada bing, bada boom. Says anyone who picks cranberry sauce needs to specify if it's real sauce or the canned jelly. Bada bing, bada boom. Cranberry sauce is the thing that I don't understand because I like every corporate image of Thanksgiving, cranberry sauce is there, but it's a lot like candy corn. There's never any missing because
fair.
nobody ever uses it.
that
I
is
don't know
true.
anybody
That is
that
a good
eats
point.
it.
That's fair.
Have you ever been
No.
at a Thanksgiving table with cranberry sauce?
No.
Nor have I. Have you, BMG?
Have I seen it on the table? Or?
Have you been at a Thanksgiving where cranberry sauce was at the table?
Yes,
that
but
a
it hasn't
Canadian
been
thing, then?
touched most of the time I've been there.
No, I've seen it at the table,
But
yeah,
no
but
one's
nobody
eating it. No
eats
one's
it.
eating
Okay.
Yeah.
D-Mac,
Yeah, it goes right on the turkey. Oh, you guys are
Gravy.
missing. You're missing. And then when it leaks out and then it gets that little... Oh, yeah. Listen. I don't know.
All right, can I go next?
Sappy Johnson also says Jello at 3 is weak, but it's your aunt's jelly. So D-Mac was
marshmallow
on brand.
Jello.
Spenny.
Can
Can
you
you give
haven't
me?
had it, so you can't justify it. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's my list, not yours.
Your thoughts on D-Mac's list?
The drier the better thing with the turkey
Was
that
weird.
That kind of threw me off. Yeah, I'm not
That
that-
goes against everything Neal stands for,
Yeah.
too. So
It was weird. I'm not gonna lie to you, but hey, it's his list. D-Mac, no green bean casserole.
Number 6.
All right, there you go. Honorable mention.
We
Spenny,
don't-
you
we
have
don't
conviction.
we don't
Yeah.
do 5. We don't do more past that.
Yeah.
so.
I have conviction.
All right.
I think I won this.
Spencer Raxter, your Thanksgiving food top 5.
I think I won this, honestly. I think my list is the best. Here is my top 5 Thanksgiving foods so far. And like I said, I've got I've got an outlier. I've got one that I got to put in there. But at number 5, I have pecan pie. My Uncle Dave makes pecan pie, and it is, oh man, it is fire.
Have you ever had a bad pecan pie?
No.
There's no such thing.
And I'm a pie connoisseur. I worked at a pie shop for a year and a half. I was manager at Grand Traverse Pie. Pecan pie is the best pie. I will die on that hill.
I ride with you.
Number 4, I got green bean casserole.
It's a staple.
I love green bean casserole. It's the only kind of thing, like the only time you get to eat it, the only place you get to eat it is like Thanksgiving. Number 3, I have deviled eggs. I'm a big deviled eggs guy. Love deviled. I could just eat a whole plate of those things. They're delicious. Number 2, I have stuffing.
People were asking about stuffing.
Yeah, number 2, I have stuffing. It holds it all together. You can do so much with it.
It's a binder.
It is a binder. It has a great place. And number 1, I got mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is goated. The baked mac and cheese, homemade mac and cheese is goated. That'll be like 70% of my plate. My first plate will be mac and cheese. So I normally do like a whole bottom layer of mac and cheese and then stack stuff on top of it. So I'm a big mac and cheese guy. And then the one I left out, which isn't really a food, like I said, it's more of a time. We call it steak and cake, which is my Uncle Ruhl started doing it a couple years ago, that when all the food gets put away, everybody's drinking their coffee, the desserts get brought out, you're eating your cookies, you're eating your pie.
That's when I start drinking bourbon.
He throws steak on the grill.
What?
So he has these marinated steaks, and so we have steak and cake. So you got the desserts, and then you got steak, and it's like he chops it up, so it's like bite-sized pieces.
Jesus
You're not eating like
Christ.
a full steak, but it's like bite-sized pieces. So you get your steak, you get your cake, you have a good time.
It is a profession at the Rackster household.
Yeah.
That's different. But
It is a profession.
I don't mind that.
It's very impressive.
It is very,
I just
very
love the
impressive.
why. As long as there's a why there, there's a reason there. Love. And you know what? Spenny choked me up there. Deviled eggs. Love deviled eggs,
are so
dude.
good.
Like
Deviled eggs
eggs.
getting a lot of run. I'm surprised. QMQ, Spenny in all caps too, so you know he's serious. Spenny knows the truth, my guy.
Yeah,
People were asking about the mac and cheese. See, here's the thing. My reaction to your list, Spenny, it's a little designer. It's a little niche, I guess you could say.
That's fair.
Like the mac and cheese. Yes, if you're in it, you're in it. If you know, you know. I can't see mac and cheese being number 1 on a lot.
Mac and cheese is goated.
I just think mac and cheese you kind of eat year round, so it can't be.
Yeah,
number
there's
one.
no
Not
there's
that
no
type of
electricity
mac and
to
cheese.
it.
Maybe you don't.
You're not a big mac and cheese guy like in regular life?
Oh, I am, but not like baked mac and cheese with
So you're like Kraft macaroni
No,
and cheese.
no.
No?
If I'm Stouffer's, or if I do anything, it'll be like the Stouffer's. If it's not like actual mac and cheese, Velveeta's pretty good too.
How much sodium's in a Stouffer's mac and
Couldn't
cheese?
tell you. Couldn't tell you.
A lot, I'm guessing. D-Mac, your reaction to Spencer Racksters?
I enjoyed it. I think it is a little niche and stuff like this. Somebody in the comments, I'm sorry, said my list is so white. And I'm like, yeah, but like, how can it not be?
Yeah.
I mean, I would love, I don't know, I love collard greens. I love Southern food. I mean, I just haven't experienced it. I like a deep fried turkey too.
That is the best turkey that's out there.
That's the dryness that I'm talking about. So maybe I wasn't sure. Who
No.
else? Yes, but everything on Spenny's list I would eat. I'm into winning. That's winning for the stomach, right? I mean, I ain't into how it gets there. So if Spenny wants mac and cheese number 1, then Spenny gets mac and
it's
cheese.
his list.
I'd eat it.
It's his list. It's not a direction I would go on. Now you got to remember
I'd eat
too.
everything on his list.
Yeah, you got to remember too. Like my wife is pure Italian.
Yeah.
Like parents from Italy.
So do you eat spaghetti on?
Lasagna. Lasagna is one of the
that
courses
makes sense.
at
So that's more of a
Thanksgiving,
meal.
where they make the noodles in the basement.
My grandpa's from Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like mac and cheese is not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You're getting a pasta dish in your
right.
lasagna.
See, that's my mom's side. Is my grandpa's from Italy, my grandma's from Poland. So we have the Italian
you get a little bit of
sausage,
everything.
different stuff.
Does she make pierogies?
We get pierogies, of
those
course.
slap.
And then my dad's side, my dad's family's from the South. So RIP my cousin Shane, but we'd go over to Shane's house for my God, it's like Rizzy's. We have the big party, but when we go over to Shane's that's where the food's at. That's where that good food's at.
Steak and cake.
My Nana's cookbook is
Extensive.
Extensive.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, I'll have my list. BMG will have his list as well. Daniel Justice, I only like stuffing on Spenny's list. I feel like Spenny's list is divisive. Like you're either all in or you're just kind of like, You know, not being critical. It's your list. You guys eat steak with cake after you've just got done eating. I don't understand how it works, but I wish I was there.
It's awesome.
I wish I was.
Like I said, my uncle Ruhl, he's Filipino. He marinates the steaks.
I need to come through.
And when all the food goes
marinate?
away, when all the food goes away, he throws them on the grill, cuts them up, comes around with a platter. Everybody gets a piece.
A dirty burrito. How is a Lions victory not number one? Food items, everybody. Food items. Speaking of food items, comfort food season at Big Boy. You guys know what it is. They got all the classics like the veal parmesan. They got the stuffed potato. They got the stuffed potato pancakes. If you're more of a breakfast style, the classic potato pancakes as well. The Southern Comfort Bowl. Look at that. Look at those mashed potatoes and corn and chicken on there. Spenmo. You'd eat 2 of those.
Yes.
Let's just be real.
Oh, for sure.
And don't forget, dessert. Always the thing at Big Boy. They got a gingerbread shake there.
Oh, yeah.
What are we talking about here?
Next?
I don't know.
Let's go. I'll eat everything on that.
Yeah.
I'll eat everything right there.
I missed out on that pretzel bacon cheeseburger. I'm trying to get that Southern Comfort Bowl.
He'll get you the Southern Comfort Bowl. Get to your local Big Boy for down-home comfort foods today.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
How would you like to win a 100K Vegas getaway? Take your closest friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps.
Yep.
It's the Cintron Energy. Drink it and live it. Purchase a 24-pack today and enter to win. Register at drinkcintron.com/Vegas and buy Cintron at your local Meijer store. Cintron, the healthier energy drink with great taste. Look good, feel great, and be the best version of yourself with Cintron. Go to drinkcintron.com/Vegas to figure out how you can sign up to win.
Keeping it pushing, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, all back here. Top 5 list. That's right. The morning show does a top 10 list that they spend about 35 minutes of the show on. We cut that in half and make it entertaining. That's the difference. Thanksgiving foods, a top 5 list. Last time we're together, till past Thanksgiving. I'll be out tomorrow. D-Mac will be out tomorrow. Going to the Cayman Islands for basketball.
Oh, darn.
Right, Neal?
Somebody's got to, right?
Somebody's got to, yeah.
What's that?
You said you were going to bring me.
That's true. You did say that.
Everyone asks if I need an assistant for this trip. It's really, really weird. To be fair, though, it's only 86, but I heard the wind chill's 83.
Oh, yeah.
There might be a cloud. I was told there might be a cloud. We'll see.
Now you're trolling.
Yeah, now I am.
And that is tone.
Yeah, that is tone. All right, top 5 list, BMG. You got it? All right, BMG.
Throw me up there, Spence.
Check. Run it. All hundreds. All right.
Stuffing, obviously, number 1. Like we talked about it earlier, it completes the plate. It molds everything together. My mom and my aunt make the best stuffing. I look forward to it every year. Turkey, I did put Cajun and deep fried, but Ryan left that out. It has to be deep fried, Neal. We've talked about this. It is just 20 times better if it's deep fried. So that's my number 2. Number 3, deviled eggs.
That's deviled eggs, love.
Deviled eggs are so good.
Deviled eggs are legit. My family makes like 3 plates of them, so we just have them on deck. Once one's gone, bring out the new one. 4, sweet potato casserole with the marshmallows on top. A1. 5, green bean casserole. That is my list.
It just says green bean.
Well, dude, I didn't make the graphic. Damn.
Green bean casserole, yeah, a staple, absolutely a staple. I like with Spenny and like his disdain for turkey. I get it. Like there are people that don't like turkey. However, I feel as though you can't just dismiss turkey's presence on Thanksgiving.
I don't even think he had like a protein on his plate.
I didn't.
Just pure sodium, right?
Yeah, I didn't. I'm a side guy.
You're more of a sodium guy.
I'll
right?
throw some ham on it, but I'm not gonna put ham in my top 5. Like I eat ham.
Do people have ham at Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah.
We do ham too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I know you look at it as an Easter.
Cut up some ham, throw in the mac and cheese.
Ooh.
Now later on, that slaps.
Yes.
Spenny, you've already set the tone that anything goes over there.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it's like,
Can we chat pull that? Is it a free for all at Spencer Raxter's house on Thanksgiving? Yes or no? Because I feel like it is.
no, like if there's something new to be created or something mixed and matched,
It's a free for all
Oh
at the
yeah,
Raxter.
we get the wine flowing. Get that red wine.
I want to
flowing.
be at Raxter's house one time for Thanksgiving.
It's the
I
Rizzo
thought you were
family
going to
Thanksgiving.
stop it. I was just going to stop it. I want to be a Raxter.
That would be pretty dope.
Absolutely. Danny
Yes.
collects boys, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a free for all. There is no question about it. Deviled eggs again. People still hating on the deviled eggs, which is kind of weird.
Spenny's just like, we have a traditional Thanksgiving rack of ribs. We did have brisket at Thanksgiving last year.
Jesus.
My Uncle Dana smoked the brisket.
How many people are there?
Like 20 to 30.
So you do the turkey.
Yeah.
You had brisket.
Yep.
You do steak.
Yeah.
You do ham.
Yeah. A lot of pierogies.
Who makes all this?
Oh, my mom and her 4 sisters.
What, they start now?
And then my uncles. Yeah.
Like, are they home right now?
They have a day. No, like the day before, they all get together at my grandma's house or whoever's. And
That's dope. That is
throwing
dope,
it
man.
down. They do like pierogi, like they do the pierogi, and they always do mystery pierogies, which pisses me off. I hate it.
Because you know you're going to eat
We'll
one.
do like the sauerkraut and the cheese and potato ones, and then they'll throw like 4 like prune ones in there, and they won't. They'll like mix them all together.
It's like a pop.
I tell my mom
pierogi
every year, I'm
bombs.
like, if I get a fucking prune pierogi, I'm leaving.
But you're not.
But I'm not.
And you'll.
I haven't got one so far.
But you'll go back in and get another one because what's the chances you get back-to-back
Yeah,
prunes?
exactly.
Like you'll eat it, but you got to eat it, right? Is
Yeah.
that the rub?
Yeah.
You go back in right away. You won't get another
I
one.
haven't got one so far, and we've been doing it for like 5 to 10 years.
Okay, that's fair. Steven Syrett says BMG's list moves to number 1.
Yeah, after this is all over, we'll cycle through the list again, and then
Yeah.
we'll put it in the chat so you guys can vote.
Sappy Johnson, still no gravy yet. Well, allow me to go, Sappy Johnson. See, here we go.
Can I speak for a second?
Yes.
I'm assuming gravy goes on all my plate, like
Yes.
everyone else, because
Yeah.
I'm normal.
You
So
just
I
put
didn't list
gravy
that
on
as
top
an
of
item.
everything.
We're
Pour that
assuming
shit
that
on
you
the
can
top.
parallel park.
Yeah, I assume that.
Please. I mean,
I
you
assume
know
you
what?
didn't. You sneeze like a man.
Don't make an ass out of you and me, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Hey,
That's even better than the flannels snap. Fuck you.
we
I
need
want
to- we
that
need to
cut.
drop
I
that
just
one.
want that low-key fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I want
All
that
right.
cut. All right.
Yeah, my list coming up, Lassie. Here we go. Without further ado, number 5. There's me getting my hair cut.
Right? Finger in the air.
Yeah, that's right. Number 5, Cool Whip. A codependent of number 4.
Cool Whip by itself?
It's
Yes.
Whip.
Yes,
Whip.
it's central.
That's already an L.
Whip.
It's
cool.
it's central. D-Mac, you alluded to it earlier, which ties into number 4, pumpkin pie.
You wasted
now,
a pick. You wasted a pick. You could have
Wasted a
combined
pick
them.
for sure.
No, I play by the rules. I know you guys are like Michigan fans. You think rules don't apply to you, but I play by the rules. Okay, Cool Whip, which directly ties into number 4, pumpkin pie. Now I'll caveat this and give you the why. Pound for pound, pecan pie is better.
Yes, it
However,
is.
I respect the tradition of Thanksgiving as well. So I do like pumpkin pie. I do.
Pecan's
I
too
will have a
sugary.
little sliver of both. A little sliver of both. I will. Pound for pound, pecan pie better, but pumpkin pie more of the part of the fabric of.
Gravy by itself, too?
Hold on, we'll get to. We're gonna
This
land
is
the
an L,
plane.
this is an L,
We're
this is
gonna
an L.
land the plane. All right. So pumpkin pie, Cool Whip, and as D-Mac said, a full tub of Cool Whip if possible. Number 3, sweet potatoes. Now here's where this comes in, and here's where Lentz did my list dirty as well. BMG. These are marshmallow dependent on top.
I don't like this.
And hold on. I'll take it a step further. I'll take it a step further. If you're doing it with the marshmallows on top of the sweet potatoes, the marshmallows require, I'll send it back if it doesn't have it, that light crusting at the top of the marshmallows. Like when you put the knife in to cut it or whatever, it gets that little click when you put it in there, that little crunch when you eat it. Now it's up to the user for them to be perfect. But when they're done perfectly, they're number 3 on my list. Number 2, the turkey. Again, a Thanksgiving institution. I think you're just being contradictory for contradictory's sake if you don't put turkey on a Thanksgiving list. Is it the best? No. Does it make the best sandwiches? No. A ham sandwich after Christmas with mustard, far superior to a turkey sandwich. Far superior.
So much
far
mayonnaise,
superior.
you can't even
far
grasp
superior.
it, just like the
because I
whipped
can
cream.
drop a slice of Swiss on that ham. Now we're talking, Spenny, and it's minimal effort.
Yeah.
And I pop it in the air fryer. Now we're going.
Oh yeah.
Now we're going. But whatever, we'll do the Christmas list later. Number 2, turkey. It's an institution, everybody. Let's quit lying to ourselves. And yes, number 1, gravy. You guys have all said it. You've said it here in the chat. You've said it. BMG said it. It's the straw that stirs the drink for Thanksgiving.
That is fair.
You put it on everything. I put it on the turkey. I put it on the stuffing, on the casserole, all of it. It's the one commonality. Spencer, don't tell me for a second you're not a gravy all over the plate guy.
Oh, I am.
D-Mac, don't tell me for a second you're not a gravy all over the plate guy. I know you are.
I'm a gravy all
over everything.
That gravy goes on last. And
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
BMG.
Not on the pumpkin pie.
Gravy over. See, like, look. Unanimously, you guys are all like, yes,
That's
it
fair.
goes all over everything. So therefore, it's the most important thing in Thanksgiving. It's the thing, because I'm not making gravy on my own. I'm not doing it.
That's fair.
It's the only time I get a chance to do it. I look forward to the gravy. It's my favorite thing about Thanksgiving.
I am really excited for Thanksgiving now. Like this segment made me really excited for Thanksgiving.
I agree.
Thanksgiving is the best holiday of the year.
You want to know why?
Because it's Christmas without the stress of buying gifts for people.
It's all the Christmas, none of the obligation.
Yeah.
And you talked about it.
And
like
football.
Yeah, and you got wall-to-wall football.
Yeah.
And it's BMG's birthday.
And
Is it really?
BMG's birthday.
Absolutely.
First thing your list reminded me
Happy
of is
birthday,
like something
Pilgrim.
that they'd have at the retirement home.
At the retirement?
That's sort of the one that they give out
Welcome to the first
like that.
Thanksgiving.
that-
You
that's
celebrated
pretty
everything I
It's pretty
celebrated.
like standard. That's a pretty standard good list. I mean in a good way. Like
Okay.
they're gonna feed everybody. You could feed the world with that one.
You could, as a matter of fact.
Like, you know what? But there's no there's no pizzazz. As you blame Spenny for being niche,
yeah.
you're bland.
You are bland.
I didn't risk enough.
No.
There's no biscuit. People are
Cool
saying,
Whip
"What are you
getting
eating?
its
Cool
own-
Whip out of the
Yeah.
bowl?"
Yeah.
Gravy. I'm stunned by you guys are saying that Cool Whip and gravy on their own. Gravy's, we just said it. You guys all said it. It's the most important ingredient.
Like said, you could have put pumpkin pie with Cool Whip as one.
No, but I feel as though it's important enough to be its own thing. The amount of
no,
Cool
you
Whip.
had us on the gravy.
The amount of Cool Whip.
The
The
gravy speech was great, but the Cool Whip one don't just say
The
what-
amount of
for
Cool Whip has a
argument's
direct
sake-
impact
for
on the
argument's
quality
sake-
of the pumpkin pie.
But for argument's sake, what would be something that if say we put it together and you had one more pick, is there another thing?
Yeah, but
is
Like-
there another?
Well, I would put
Is it
I would put green bean casserole on there. Yeah.
Okay.
I do enjoy green
we
bean
would
casserole.
we would see then that really does. Wow, what a list
Green bean
there.
casserole made my honorable
You might have
mention.
won the list if you had green bean
Yeah.
casserole on there and combined the pumpkin pie.
Anthony Patterson says, Spenny, now I know why Neal wants to come over there.
Thanksgiving at my Uncle Doug and Aunt Kate's this year. The only actual Rizzies left in the Rizzies, because my Uncle Doug's my mom's only brother.
A lot of Riz in that
So
family.
yeah, the Riz.
Riz is strong.
Hey, Spencer, before we go to break, cycle through the list and then put a poll up.
Okay.
So
All
they can
right.
vote
Yeah,
for
we'll
the
do it
break.
again.
All right, real quickly.
All right. We'll start with D-Max.
We got D-Mac here. Number 1, pumpkin pie, mashed potatoes with corn, Aunt Barb's marshmallow jello, white meat turkey, and cranberry sauce. That was number 1.
Deep
Number
fried
2,
white meat turkey.
we have Spencer Rockstead. Number 1, mac and cheese. That's aggressive. Number 2, stuffing. 3, deviled eggs. 4, green bean casserole. 5, pecan pie. Number 3, we have Big Mike Mike Gentry, stuffing turkey, deviled eggs, sweet potatoes, and green beans. You didn't qualify the marshmallow on top like I did. We saved the best for last, number 4. Me, as a matter of fact. Number 1, gravy. You all admit it. You put it all over everything, so you know it's most important. Turkey, sweet potatoes with marshmallow on top. The marshmallow's got to be crispy on top. Number 4, pumpkin pie. And number 5, Cool Whip. So that is it. It's time for the picks. When we come back, tell them about Guardian Alarm.
Absolutely. Let Guardian Alarm offer you customized solutions from real experts. Professional technicians take time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. But I need you to call Guardian Alarm today. The number 1-800.
Stay out.
24/7 professional monitoring. Call anytime, day or night. No other Guardian team member will stay on the phone as long as it's needed. But I need you to call the number 1-800.
Stay out.
Technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserve technology that's been proven to work, and people have been proven to care. Whether it's business, it's personal. Guardian Alarm, they don't care. They just want you to call the number 1-800.
Stay out. Stay out, turkey. Overrated meat. Overrated bird. Probably the worst bird you can eat. I'm taking duck and chicken over turkey.
Stay out of number 1, mac and cheese. That's too aggressive.
Stay off my plate, cranberry sauce.
Please.
Guardian Alarm, thanks for chiming in, BMG. Guardian Alarm, local security experts. Tell them Big D Energy we sent you.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. So register today at OutdoorEquipCo.com, and even you could have DMAC on your landscaping crew.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the number 1 night show on the internet. Tune in to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. This is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service that customers have come to know and trust. On Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today. Find the brand you want at lesstanford.com.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Reaction to the list. Real quick before we get to the picks, JB Smooth. Neal is just out here eating raw Cool Whip out of the bowl. You know what? Surprisingly, you'd be surprised how low sugar Cool Whip is.
I'm not a Cool Whip guy.
That surprises me.
Not a Cool Whip guy.
Where do we sit on the poll right now?
BMG is in first place at 37%.
Hey, let's go.
D-Max at 27%, and me and you are at 18%.
All right, there it is. Well, I can't, people don't have class around here, Spenny. What can I say?
It's fair.
All right, it is time. We got Ryan on?
Yes, we do.
All right, we got him. Let's go to him right now. We welcome in Ryan Poulter, the sales manager at Feldman Chevrolet in Novi. It is time for this week's installment of the picks in the Feldman Chevrolet Pigskin Pick'em Cup. Ryan, we go to you, and I have to apologize to you, Ryan, because you did go 2-1. You're showing signs of life. However, it was not good enough to gain ground this week. I'm sorry.
I want to formally come clean. Mac Jones and I have something very similar in common, and that is we both have been benched. I am so bad at making picks. Yep, let's play the violin for me. Mr. Sean over here, I can't take credit for this last week's 2-1 record because Mr. Sean made those picks. He's going to see. He made those picks, and yet Neal still is blowing us out. So look at this guy with this Michigan State shirt walking in my camera. Dude, that's horrible. Oh my God, Calvin, get out of here.
All right.
I don't though. So Sean's making the picks again, but Neal, it seems like you are just completely walking away with this.
Yeah, my apologies about that, Ryan. But all right, let's you're the proxy for Sean's picks. Let's take a look at Ryan's picks through Sean then this week. Walk us through here, Mr. Ryan Poulter. You like the Bengals tonight, huh?
Yeah, the Bengals plus 3.5. Joe Burrow's, I think, is on a tear, isn't that right, Sean? Sean's going with the hometown love. Lions at minus 7.5, and then Georgia playing Tennessee minus 10.5. When 2-1, I can't blame him. I mean, you go 2-1 every week, you have a winning record, but it just can't keep up with Neal being Neal. And
I'm just making money for the people. I mean, I'm not making big money like Neal is, but I already got the belt, and you know what? Like I learned how to share when I was young.
Ryan, your take.
Just letting Neal's head get too big. We're letting Neal's head. It's just horrible.
Oh, I thought it was his record that was getting big.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. His head goes with his record, bro. I don't know if you know this or not. And you got the same opportunity, but I like your self-awareness. Your self-awareness to pass it on to Sean.
Squish your head.
And so far, so good. So that's why. Right. That's why you're in the position you're in. Leadership. That is great leadership, bro. There it is.
I'm a better coach than I am a player, obviously.
Scotty Bowman. There you go.
Hey, Ryan, I never got your official take on the whole Jim Harbaugh Michigan situation right now. How do you see that playing out since you're here? You're a big Michigan fan for the record.
Bro. Like I said before, you ain't cheating if you ain't, you ain't winning if you ain't cheating. Every team does it, okay? But there is more to this story, okay? The fact that all this stuff connects to Ryan Day, Purdue, Rutgers, whatever it is, and everyone's harping on Michigan, it's because they're doing stuff that other teams aren't doing, which is winning. But it's just funny to me that Michigan State wasn't even involved in that. Right? You got your coach too busy with his hands down his pants. The other coaches are trying to figure out a way to beat Michigan and give everybody other tips, but Michigan State's just caught with their hands in their pants.
Well, to be fair, Ryan, his hands were not quote down his pants. We'll leave it at that. What do you guys got going on over there at Feldman Chevrolet? What's popping?
Hey, dude, they brought the red tag. I've been on the show this month, but they brought the red tag event back this month. Costco, Costco member, you get $1,000 extra on some of our vehicles, and this pricing has been on specifically the core model, which is your Equinox, Blazer, Silverado. Pricing this month is better than it's been in 2 years. So, it's time to come on in, and we definitely have almost all of those in stock, ready to take delivery on the lot right now. So stop on by, see us. We're gearing up for a big Black Friday, a couple big Lions wins, and going from there.
All right, Ryan. Well, as always, man, we appreciate it.
Actually, Mr. Santa George down there just provided one of the Lions players with a brand new Tahoe, and that would be Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Hell yeah.
Okay, there you go. So, shop where the Lions shop.
Fair enough.
Go, baby.
Fair enough. I got to wrap with you, too, man. We got to have the EV
Lions
discussion.
And the Red Wings. Mr. Helm bought a Suburban from us a couple months ago, so the Lions and the Red Wings.
There you go. That is the dealership of the stars. That is.
Dealership of the stars.
Yeah, Ryan, I'll hit you up, man. We got to have the EV discussion when I get back into town. But appreciate you. Have a great Thanksgiving, my friend, and we'll talk soon. All right.
Hey, thank you guys. Go Blue, go Lions, and go Sean.
There it is. Ryan Poulter, everybody, sales director over at Feldman Chevrolet.
Leadership at its finest.
Yeah.
Self-awareness. I like it.
Yeah, I do. I like it as well. D-Mac, let's take a spin through who you're rolling with. You had a 2-0-1 record last week. Overall, you are 16-10-1, keeping the people in the money. You're laying a lot of lumber this week.
Yeah, we're riding the hot teams, right? I'm taking it, and I listened to the show yesterday. I like the Big D energy, and don't like to put my cards into the Russ Wilson and Sean Payton basket, but like you say, don't pick the game picks you. And I'm using your advice, so those are my three.
Yeah, no, I get it. I understand it with that as well. D-Mac laying a lot of points. We'll see how it works out. My picks as well. I had another undefeated week. Look, I just want everybody to look at that record. Now, I know it's not documented.
It's not documented. Doesn't count.
I know you can't go to every Thursday show and take a look and see what the picks were. I was 2-0-1 last week. Got the push on the Chargers. 21-3-3.
That's impressive.
I have as many ties as I do losses.
That's impressive.
That's good for business. 21-3-3. I will go with the Cincinnati Bengals tonight as well, getting the 3.5 against Baltimore. I'm not betting the team. I'm betting the spot. They got to have it or they're dead. They got to have it or they're dead. And what sold me on it was the hook. Okay. I'm getting the hook. That reeks of a field goal game tonight, doesn't it?
No, it really does. But again, I would be more comfortable if Baltimore would have won last week. Right?
No, I understand.
So
I
think
understand
spot
it.
Game too. Baltimore's, they're going to want to. Baltimore being talked about as one of the top teams in the league, and obviously, AFC's, Super Bowl contenders. So it ain't got to be easy.
I also have the Chargers in Green Bay. I'm not betting on the Chargers. I'm betting against Jordan Love. Chargers do have to have it because they're on life support right now.
Jordan Love sucks.
He does. So it's not a thing with the Chargers or anything like that. Sometimes you can bet against people in sports betting, and you can have success. I'm betting against Jordan Love, and the Chargers are at their deathbed. If they lose this one, you pull the plug, and their season's done, and then they may as well just start tanking. And then the get right. We have a get right alert, everybody. The Denver Broncos laying the 2.5. Minnesota's in town. They have not posted the interception numbers right yet. Big Mike Gentry for Josh Dobbs. They have Russell Wilson's, but they don't have Josh Dobbs, and only his interceptions. Maybe the word got out yesterday.
Yeah, trying to stay away from you,
Neal. I don't think this money or this get right's gonna hit.
Why?
I believe in Josh Dobbs, and I don't believe in the Broncos.
I'm not betting on the Broncos. I'm betting against Josh Dobbs.
It's fair. I believe in Josh Dobbs.
Because at some point, Josh Dobbs will once again become Josh Dobbs.
I mean, he was good for Arizona.
We'll see.
The whole year.
We'll see who's right. BMG, during the break, can you see that? Have they posted the Josh Dobbs interception number?
I'm literally looking at it right now.
Absolutely.
I got nothing.
All right. Tell them about Dispo, D-Mac.
Yeah, you can join Braylon Edwards and the Dispo Dispensary family at their Hazel Park location Tuesday, November 21st for their Thanksgiving turkey giveaway. Starting at noon, Dispo will be giving away Thanksgiving turkeys over the course of the day. All you have to do is purchase any product from Dispo Hazel Park on Tuesday afternoon. And you'll receive your turkey available while supplies last. Dispo Hazel Park is located 634 West 9 Mile Road, Hazel Park, Michigan. Pull up, re-up, and grab your bird for Thanksgiving dinner.
What about, oh no, that's it.
Yeah.
Never mind, I lied.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Woodward Sports is Spenny's favorite long drink this Sunday for the official Lions VIP tailgate party. It's at Eastern Market, shed number 5.
Cinco.
Always a bash starting 9:30 a.m. till game time. The official Lions tailgate back better than ever. You too can become a Lions VIP with Woodward Sports. Food, beverages, entertainment, all included. Get your tickets online today. BullseyeEventGroup.com or win some from Woodward Sports today. Just subscribe to our YouTube, follow us on Instagram, and direct message Lions VIP.
You think it's funny? Final segment of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl and Darren McCarty and Big Mike Gentry and Spencer Raxter. All right, BMG was crunching some numbers, so here's what we got for you guys. You want to get exotic a little bit? It isn't quite the grandiose one that I wanted to lay down. You take Denver, lay in the 2.5, right? You take that with a Josh Dobbs interception, that'll get you plus 190, so almost 2-1. And then you know what else you do? You throw another unit in on Josh Dobbs throwing an interception. I guarantee that. I guarantee that. So how about this? We'll call it a get right. I'll take Denver laying the 2.5 with the Dobbs interceptions, and I'll put up a unit to get 2 back. Is that fair?
Yeah.
We're 47-19.
Yep.
And I gotta get back to over 30 above 500. So this is a big moment right here.
Over 30. I got to get back to over 30 above 500.
You've been here for every one of them.
Tone.
Yeah.
That was tone.
I'm
Sexual tone.
Yeah.
Sexual, I'm just saying.
D-Mac.
That was a great flex.
I'm elite at this.
Yes, you are.
I'm an expert handicapper, except like actually an expert handicapper.
So when will you be in the 83 degrees, I know 85, but the wind chill.
Yeah, tomorrow 3:30, I believe we land.
All right,
in Cayman Islands.
Send us a picture.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, that's when we land, 3:30.
BMG.
When do we land, Neal?
Yeah, 3:30. Okay. By the way,
that's perfect. We can get dinner right after.
The charter flights out of Oakland County.
Okay.
We have the jet. We have the 747 charter.
Tell Trey, me and him will
link up.
Yeah, we'll link up.
All right.
Yeah.
I got you.
Real quick, Lions on at 2 o'clock today from Sweden. Mikey, break down Reimer and net. What do we expect? They've had some time off and can't say that they weren't able to adjust or whatever like this because they haven't played in almost a week.
And I'm excited because it's opening night for the NHL season for the Red Wings. They had that little exhibition season that's over. They had their break, and now we're ready to start. Tell me about it.
No, this is going to be a physical one. It always is with Ottawa, and they're a good goal-scoring team. They get their defensemen involved a lot, which generates a lot of offense for them. And when you're the Red Wings going into this game, you can't have a slow start. And one of the big things is your power play is going to have to do well this game because Ottawa is going to put up goals. They're a great defensive team, and they can do it on both ends. So power play, it's got to find the back of the net today.
Yep. What's DeBrincat anytime goal?
Oh, shit.
Because he cracked the that's the whole thing, man. Remember, he's a streaky guy, so when he cracks...
I bet it's going to be like minus 110 or something like that tonight.
But it's almost like he's going to go on a run.
Is Zetterberg as big in Sweden as Datsuk is in Russia?
Bigger.
Really?
Yeah, way bigger. Well, I'd even say like 3. He's as big like him and Lundqvist and like even like Nick.
Yeah.
No, but bigger because it's more hockey cultured, right? Like with Russia, it's so more spread out.
Yeah.
In Sweden, like all throughout, it's just a different beast.
What do you got, BMG?
The Cat is plus 160.
Ooh.
Oh wow, that's juicy.
I'd bet it.
Yeah.
I like Dylan Larkin.
Put the lunch money on. Put the day's coffee on it.
Dylan Larkin's fine in the back of the
$5 and get 8 and give you a whole half month's worth.
Just one. You don't do that.
Parlay him, man. Go all the way in. No, give me the number on the parlay. Larkin and DeBrincat goal. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Plus 590.
Ooh.
Larkin's getting in today, though. He shows up in big moments, always does.
Ryan Poulter on the WoodwardSports.com chat thread, as opposed to Ryan Lentz, who was lurking just a moment ago. Ryan Poulter, Neal's always betting against people, never for people. And I'm 21-3-3. Maybe you could.
What's that tell you? Neal is so Vegas.
So there you
go,
guys.
You are Vegas. You're Vegas.
Yes.
You're the casinos. You are the house.
So there you guys have it too. A get right this weekend. It's a parlay. I never do those. This is the very first get right parlay we've ever had, ever in the history of the get right.
That is sexual.
Denver Broncos minus 2.5. Parlay with a Josh Dobbs interception. Call it 2-1. So there it is. So get in, act accordingly. Real quick, too, a couple of breaking news stories. Ryan Tannehill has released his requested his release from the Tennessee Titans. So Yeah, the Will Levis era is starting. He makes $27 million this year as a vested veteran. If he were to be released, the Titans would have to pay out the $10.5 million that he's owed for the rest of the year. So there is that. And obviously, no one's going to pick him up at $10.5 million, so they're going to pay it, and then he can go sign with whoever he
Tannehill
wants.
to the Browns, said Jake Wagner.
Possibly. Yeah, possibly. And the UAW and General Motors has agreed to a tentative deal. So there's that as well.
Shout out.
Union Brotherhood.
Oh, I'm a big union guy.
All right, let's
As
get
am
the
I.
casinos figured out now. Let's go.
Yeah, why can't I rip darts in a casino anymore?
You can.
I can?
Casinos
There's
aren't open?
a slot smoking section.
Man, I want to rip darts at the blackjack table.
I can't do that.
Yeah, no one wants your secondhand
That's
smoke, Sonny.
Vegas,
I'm sorry.
baby.
It's whack.
Legendary times.
I used to have to take secondhand smoke when I was eating breakfast when I was a little kid. These guys can take it to the fucking casino.
And that's
Look
why.
how fine you turned out to be.
Oh, that's why.
Exactly.
Hey, everybody, have a good Thanksgiving. I'll be back next Friday. I'll be
See
back.
you Tuesday.
And D-Mac will see you guys on Tuesday. Appreciate y'all. Again, have a great Thanksgiving. Unwind. Turn it all off for a second. We'll catch back up with you soon. Thanks for watching. Well, see you later.
Jeff does take it in the back sometimes.